Good evening and welcome to the Troubadours script reader show. I am Ron Groves. I will be the host and moderator for tonight's episode. We here at the Troubadours are writers and actors, producers and directors, promoting our art and careers by participating in televised dramatic readings. As you can see, there is a QR code on the bottom of your screen. If you are a writer, actor, producer, or director, or CAN TV certified producer and would like to participate, scan the QR code, fill out the Google form, and you will be contacted. Tonight, we are reading a short play called Pigsplosion, written by veteran troubadour Nick Richards. And let me, and let me introduce the players. First, we have Nick Richards acting as Janelle. We have Kyle Parrish acting as Martin. We have Zach Matthews acting as Elijah. And we have Jessica Holt acting as Harper. Players, stand up and please take your places. Exterior, country road, late afternoon. An aged pig watches a battered sedan cruise along a gravel road. Elijah, a 30-year-old male, worn out, checks his phone for signal. No bars. He excels, spotting a hand-painted sign, Dreadmore. He drives on, the trees thicken around him. Exterior, Elijah's rental house. Moments later, a small old-fashioned farmhouse with fields stretched in all directions. Elijah steps out of his car, and for a moment, he takes in the silence. He begins setting down moving boxes. He hears a rustling and a pig's distant groan. He turns around, nothing. Elijah shrugs and heads inside. Interior, Elijah's living room in the evening. Elijah finishes setting up his computer rig. He's a game developer. He loads a program. His screen shows a half-finished indie horror game set in a farmland environment. He tries to connect to the internet. Slow, frustrating. The floorboard creaks. Elijah glances out the window. In the twilight, something moves at the field's edge. It looks like a pig just staring into space. Elijah blinks and it's gone. Exterior, general store in the morning. Elijah approaches the faded, old-timey storefront. Harper, a 40-year-old female, leans over the porch rail, smoking. Martin, a 50-year-old male, arranges a produce display.
Morning. You, Elijah?
Yeah, just got in yesterday. Place sure is quiet.
You say that like it's a bad thing.
Martin nods politely, and Elijah picks up some coffee beans.
Hey, strange question. Has anyone around here been missing any livestock?
Harper and Martin exchange glances. Martin stands to face Elijah.
All we got here is a few family farms left, chickens mostly. Not much in the way of livestock. Why?
Might have been my imagination. I thought I saw a pig last night. He looked at me funny.
City folks ain't used to country sights. Strange sights.
Elijah forces a smile. Interior, Elijah's living room, late afternoon. Elijah works diligently on his game, muttering to himself as he fidgets with a pixelated character on his screen. Outside, a rolling thunder rattles the window panes. The overhead light shimmers. Elijah pauses, fingers hovering over his computer keys. A distant squeal catches his ear. Elijah straightens, glancing around. The room is silent, save for his computer fans humming. Another squeal, this time sharper. He sets his laptop to the side, heart racing, and crosses to his window. Elijah peers through the rain streaked glass. Just beyond the sagging porch, two pigs stand side by side. They are unnaturally still fleshy, swollen, and motionless in the pasty afternoon. Elijah's breathing quickens. They look unreal, like malformed 3D models, texturing between cartoonish pixels and hyper-realistic flesh. The thunder booms, and the light bursts. The pigs catch on sulfury blue fire. He slowly creeps to the front door and eases it open. A wooden door creaks. The damp wind brings a dank and oddly metallic scent through the doorway. The pigs remain, staring blankly, eerily calm. Elijah puts a foot tentatively forward. One pig's eye twitches, or maybe it's just the rain. They do not move, they only watch. Suddenly, the first pig bursts in a juicy, violent explosion of fire, sinew, and something unrecognizable. The resonance jingles Elijah's bones. He staggers back, and with a strangled yelp, slipping on the doormat and crashing to the floor. He tries to crawl away. Through half-shut eyes, he glimpses the second pig as it envelops him. Elijah punches the air frantically. Suddenly, he notices a big red X overlaid on top of the pig. He throws every single calorie he can muster into a desperate jive. The pig begins exploding. Elijah's clothes singe. His index finger barely reaches. The X registers his touch. The pig dissolves before him. His edges flickering like a corrupted video file until it disappears completely. Elijah lays stunned. Exterior, Harper's farmhouse, late afternoon.
Do we need the pig thing? The pig thing?
Harper's farmhouse is weathered but sturdy. The paint dulled and the porch cluttered with tools, boots, and a couple of empty planters. The storm lingers in the distance, thunder rumbling intermittently. Elijah stumbles up the porch steps, drenched in rain and mud, his face pale and eyes wild. He pounds on the door, frantic.
Harper, open up, please.
The door creeps open slightly. The chain lock still latched. Harper, wearing jeans and a flannel shirt, peters out.
Elijah, what in the hell?
Elijah doesn't wait for her to finish. He leans against the door frame, shaking, barely able to catch his breath. She spots his burnt clothes. Interior, the general store at night. The store is closed for the evening. The old refrigerator in the corner blends with the steady ticks of an old wall clock. Martin stands behind the counter with his sleeves rolled up, looking thoroughly bewildered.
You're saying exploding pigs?
Elijah stands across from him, his face still pale, nodding fervently. Harper leans against a nearby shelf, trying her best to look serious but failing to hide her skepticism.
I know it sounds insane, but I'm telling you, I saw it. The thing just popped like a balloon, but worse.
Martin furrows his bow and rubs his chin, glancing over at Harper for confirmation. She shrugs.
I've lived in this town my whole life. I ain't never heard of no exploding pigs.
You think I'm making this up? I'm not.
He pauses, looking between Harper and Martin, desperate for someone to believe him. From the back of the store, a steady voice interrupts. Janelle, in her 30s, sharp and focused, steps out of the shadows holding a notepad.
Pigs don't just appear and explode. That's, well, impossible.
She flips through her notes and she speaks, brow furrowing.
Unless...
She hesitates. The weight of her unfinished thought hangs. Everyone watches, expectantly.
I'm an agricultural consultant. I've been studying soil pathogens in this area.
She glances up at Elijah, then at Martin.
There's a fungus, a mutated strain caused by chemical runoff from the streams. I've seen it affect crops and animal behavior. In rare cases, it could cause hallucinations.
Elijah's jaw tightens.
Hallucinations? I know what I saw. This wasn't in my head. It was real.
The store falls quiet, the clock ticking in the background. Janelle studies him, as if weighing whether or not to push her theory further. Finally, Harper speaks up, her voice level and firm.
Let's go to your place and see if there's any evidence.
Evidence of what?
We'll find out, or we won't. But I'm not letting this turn into some damn ghost story the town chews on for the next 20 years.
Elijah nods, exhaling shakily. Harper grabs her jacket from a hook by the door, while Janelle tucks her notebook into her bag.
If this fungus is involved, I'll need to see for myself.
Martin stays rooted behind the counter, his nervous demeanor not budging.
If it gets weird, I don't want to know.
Wait for that, Martin.
Harper gives him a faint smirk as she opens the door. She steps out into the night, Elijah and Janelle following close behind. The door swings shut, the bell above it ringing before the store falls silent again. Exterior, Elijah's rental house, late night. The group approaches the small house with flashlights drawn. The night is still, no wind, no crickets, only suffocating silence. Elijah, Harper, and Janelle move cautiously, breathing visibly. Martin's voice chimes in.
Anything happens, I'll bring out the whole town. Just say the word.
They stop near the stop Elijah had described. The porch light flares, but there's no blood, no gore. Where the pig exploded, only a patch of disturbed dirt. And an exasperated Elijah points to his clothes. Harper's flashlight trains the ground. She leans down, running her fingers through the soil. Her face twists in confusion. The soil is warm, unnaturally so, and it pulsates against her fingertips.
What in God's good hell?
The group freezes as a muffled grunt pricks to silence. It's guttural, resonating with their quivering spines. They spin around, flashlights darting wildly. In the beam of Harper's light, a pig enters existence, materializing in chunks. Its edges jagged and corrupted. Its eyes are too large, too human, and too emissive.
That's just... what? Where did it come from?
The pig stares at them, unmoving. Its skin ripples, its form barely contained. Elijah steps forward, flashlight trembling.
It's like a broken spawn. Something is generating from them.
The pig lets out a wheeze. Its body convulses, ripples pulsating against its swollen frame. The human eyes lock into Elijah, unblinking.
Back up! Back up now!
The group scrambles as a pinned skin stretches to the breaking point.
It's gonna.
The dust settles, and they cautiously lift their heads. The ground where the pit stood smolders, scorched and steaming. The same pulse exudes from beneath the soil. Elijah stares at the spot, face pale, breathing ragged.
Something's wrong with this place.
Harper exchanges a weary glance with Janelle. Interior, Elijah's living room, a little later. The group stands tensely before a small table lamp, their clothes charred. Martin presses his back against the wall, hands shaking, while Harper paces, chewing the inside of her cheek. Janelle flips through her notebook, scanning hurried scribbles and diagrams. Elijah hovers above the coffee table, eyes fixed on the glowing computer screen.
This is real? We saw it. What can we do?
They all look to Elijah, transfixed by something on his monitor. The half-finished 3D pig model he designed for his game stares back at him, a grotesque reflection of what they've witnessed outside.
I've been making a horror game about that cursed farm. I never finished debugging the construction script. It's just a rough prototype.
Harper stops pacing, narrowing her eyes.
Are you saying you made this happen?
Elijah swallows hard, his voice cracking when he finally speaks.
I don't know how. There's no logical explanation, but the pigs we saw, they look similar. Like the ones I modeled, same texture, same eyes. It's too perfect to be a coincidence.
Janelle steps closer, shining a small penlight over the pages of her notebook. She's written notes about the fungal spores, changing weather patterns, electromagnetic anomalies.
What if they're more than illusions? Some kind of hybrid phenomenon, a mass hallucination triggered by these mutated spores. Combined with electromagnetic fields from some glitch in your game. It could be projecting these images, or even manifesting them physically in some distorted form.
Martin grimaces, crossing his arms tighter around his chest.
Mass hallucination or not, how do we stop it? I mean, we can't just keep ducking exploding pigs forever.
They all fall silent, thinking. The faint hum of Elijah's computer is the only sound, a subtle reminder of the digital world colliding with their reality. After a beat, Harper raises a finger.
How about this, Elijah? Turn off everything in here that beeps. No fancy computer crap, no weird fields, and we purified the soil.
Janelle nods thoughtfully. Martin frowns at the thought. How does one purify pig fungus-infested soil in the dead of night?
There's something else in the code. It looks like it got caught in the compile.
Interesting.
All right, and what about ending this spawn point, whatever you call it?
Elijah turned, a desperate resolve in his eyes.
If my code is causing this, I can try to write a patch. A digital exorcism, perhaps? Fix the faulty construction script that keeps generating them.
He looks up at the others, voice tight with urgency.
I'll need your help. The pig spawn with red X's on the top right corner. If you can press it fast enough, you might buy me enough time.
What if it's not just a construction script?
Harper takes a deep breath, hands on her hips.
All right, I've heard enough. We cut the power, find a way to treat the soil, and buy you time to fix your technological what's-its. But you better know what you're doing, Elijah. I'm gonna get a cigarette again.
Janelle nods, flipping her notebook shut.
We'll split up. Martin, you know where the main breaker is for the lines feeding into Elijah's place? Harper and I, we will purify the soil. I want samples.
Martin nods reluctantly.
I can cut the power.
They all turn to Elijah, who sits down at his desk and cracks his knuckles.
I'll stay here and do what I can to do what I can to do. I'll stay here, guys, and I'll do what I do best, debug.
They share a tense glance. Outside, something rustles in the darkness, but no one really looks away this time. Interior, Elijah's rental house, living room, night. Elijah sits hunched over his computer. His fingers fly across the keyboard, opening lines of code, debugging the PID construction script. Sweat beads on his forehead as he mutters, racing against time. Exterior, yard, continuous. Harper and Janelle kneel on the dark soil. With measured care, they pour bleach and sprinkle lime, mixing it in with the shovels. They move methodically, grim, ritualistic determination in their eyes. The soil fizzes, releasing an acrid smell. A couple of pigs aflame in the distance. One explodes. Exterior, perimeter, continuous. Janelle works beneath a lantern, tinkering with a small makeshift EMP device assembled from salvaged parts from the general store. She twists wires, checks a gauge, and holds her breath as she flips a switch. A low hum emerges, barely audible, but she nods, satisfied for the moment. Exterior, property edge, continuous. The townsfolk gather in a loose circle at the edges of Elijah's land. They hold lanterns and pitchforks, old shotguns and sturdy clubs, improvised tools of defense. Their faces are carved with silent anticipation. Their lantern light pulls into damp grass, a glowing ring around the land. Out of the forest, a pig cavalry charges. Interior, living room, continuous. His eyes dart back and forth over lines of code. He hits enter, and the small progress bars appears on screen. He clenches his fist, willing his digital exorcism to work. Exterior, property edge, continuous. The braced townfolk collides with the pig scouts. A small group are wiped out in Pigsplosions. Behind the front line, Janelle slingshots her EMP between two trees. It hits the edge of the forest. A sea of Pigsplosions as every pig explodes at once. Interior, living room, continuous. Complete. The compile finishes.
It's done!
Interior, basement, continuous. Harper grimly flips the power line. Darkness. Exterior, property edge, continuous. Janelle warily looks into the cheering townsfolk.
Woo!
Suddenly, a giant rift in the forest. It dumps the pig legion ragdolls into existence as ragdolls. They animate and doom march towards the house. A couple of pigs explode.
That's not fungus.
Interior, living room, continuous. The room is in shambles, furniture overturned, scorch marks on the walls, and remnants of pixelated pigs shimmer faintly before fading. Janelle cautiously steps towards the mess, holding a flashlight.
Elijah, you in here?
She hears a timid oink. Turning towards the sound, her flashlight catches a small pig in the middle of the room. Unlike the others, it's adorable, composed of glowing geometric faces.
What the heck?
As Janelle approaches, the pig lets out another oink, and glowing symbols, arrows, circles, and lines appear on its sides, pulsing to a beat. She instinctively touches one as it lets out a pleasant chime. Its symbols shift and repeat. Elijah stumbles in from the hallway, out of breath, his shirt torn and smudged with soot.
It's all my fault.
Not now, Elijah. What is this?
Is that your pet?
Hell no!
That one is textured differently.
What other games do you play?
A little bit of everything.
The baby pig bursts into light, sails shaded with power streaks.
Like what? Elijah, think.
Rhythm games.
What?
Okay. Rhythm games. They're fun, okay? They're really good for reflexes. And I like anime official soundtracks.
Your reflexes just unleashed a digital pigpocalypse.
Hey, it's not like I meant for this to happen.
The baby pig in Janelle's hands lets out an oink and a pattern emerges.
What's her name?
Elijah?
Oh no. That's a cue. A beat map. It's like a mechanic in the rhythm game. You have to tap it in the right order.
I've got to tap it? No way, Rhythm Boy. This is all you. I'm not playing Dance Dance Revolution while the world collapses.
Suddenly, the walls shake, and the boss pig crashes into the room, snarling and glitching wildly.
Oh, good. You brought company.
It's the final boss!
Then you better play.
But what if I...
This is your mess, Elijah. Tap the fucking pig.
Elijah grabs the baby pig, his hands trembling. The glowing beat map appears clearly now, pulsating faster. He hesitates. The boss pig lunges, but Janelle dives forward, swinging a broken lamp to knock it back. Meanwhile, Elijah taps the pig, his fingers in sync with the glowing patterns. Tap, tap, hold, swipe. The baby pig chimes with each correct input, and the room pulses with waves of energy.
I'm doing it! I think it's working.
It better be.
The pig howls, its glitching body convulsing as the rhythm escalates. The beat map grows faster, the patterns more complex.
This is insane! It's like expert on steroids.
Well then, hurry up and win.
Elijah hits a perfect streak, and the baby pig emits a brilliant flash. The boss pig freezes, his form fracturing into chunks. With one final tap, Elijah nails the last beat, and the room erupts in a wave of sound and light. The boss pig explodes into a shower of digital fragments. Exterior, Elijah's rental house, property edge, continuous. One by one, the remaining pigs across the town vanish, dissolving into glowing particles. The final Pigsplosion takes out a sizable group of townfolk. Interior, Elijah's rental house, living room, continuous. Silence falls. The baby pig dims and turns into a stuffed pig. Elijah collapses into the couch, panting.
Well, that was messed up.
But kind of cool, right?
No, never again.
Interior, Elijah's living room in the morning. The early sun filters through the curtains, illuminating the cramped space in a gentle glow. Elijah sits at the coffee table, closing his laptop with a soft click. Harper and Martin stand nearby, arms crossed, shoulders relaxed for the first time in hours. Janelle, leaning against the doorframe, sips coffee from a chipped mug. Everyone is covered in soot. Soot.
So that's it? No more pigs?
Elijah runs a hand through his hair, exhaling slowly.
No more pigs. I fixed the buggy construction script and beat the game. Whatever's causing them to appear is done.
Harper rubs her arms, warding off a lingering chill.
I still can't wrap my head around it, but you saved us. Our little town. Even if we didn't believe you at first.
The terror of the night feels like the residue of a half-remembered nightmare. Janelle sets down her mug, her voice quiet and reflective.
Sometimes the digital and the real are impossible to separate. They're just all part of the same reality. Overlapping in layers, we rarely seem collide so violently.
Elijah trips to the window. He pushes aside a curtain and looks out. The field shreds peacefully, but before him, a new day.
I thought getting away from the city's noise would help me figure out who I am. But I found more than just quiet here. I found a reason to keep going, and people who showed me I'm worth believing in. Thanks for sticking by me when it really mattered.
Harper crosses over and places a reassuring hand on his shoulder. Martin nods softly, and Janelle sets her mug down with a gentle clink. They step onto the porch together, inhaling collectively. No snorts, no explosions, no impossible apparitions. Just a peaceful dawn over tranquil fields. Fade to black. So Jessica, how'd you feel about that reading?
Well, I didn't really understand the part about the technological what's-its, but I sure do understand farm life and getting down and dirty and getting together with my community at Can TV Chicago.
Yeah! Can TV!
How about you, Cal? How'd it make you feel?
How do I feel about the piece? I love exploding pigs.
Me too.
I'm hungry for bacon.
Me too, man.
Let's go get some bacon.
Yeah, bacon.
Bacon and waffles, bacon cheeseburgers. Let's do it.
Yeah, bacon cheeseburger. How about you, Zach? How'd it make you feel?
I loved it. I mean, it's like it's unconventional, but in a good way. It's really I love it when you get something that you don't normally see. But it really you can kind of visualize everything that's going on. I love that. I just love the process of just coming in, just kind of going with it wherever the story kind of takes me.
Okay, good stuff. Okay.
That's my background, improv.
Awesome. How about you, Nick? How'd it make you feel? Your own story.
As the writer, the way it made me feel was incredibly happy and honored by this amazing community at Can TV, all the crew and the cast. Just to hear it read, I think as a writer, the great thing about the show is not only it gets you an opportunity to hear your script read, but also kind of to develop it as well. I think all these scripts kind of go through a process. So you start from here with the first draft, and then maybe it's time to develop it into a feature, or I'm currently working on the second draft of this script, and just to be able to hear it with this extremely talented cast that I consider friends as well as just being super talented is just an amazing honor and opportunity. So thank you, Can TV, everyone here.
Thanks, Nick. And me, I felt like the dude that narrated the Superman cartoons in the 1940s, just going along with it. This is my first time at Can TV. I'm glad to participate and help out all these wonderful people. And let's keep it rocking and rolling.
Gross.
Yeah. Also want to thank our fantastic crew. On camera, we have Theo Pendleton. We have David Greenleaf. We have Lorenzo Hughes. We have Alfonso Thomas. And our floor director in the lights is Andrew Kitchen. From Audio Lights, the script navigator is Miles Nelson. And our technical director is Fred Robinson. And our producer and director is Michael P. Funk Gleason.
Hey!
Make my funk the P
Make
funk.
my funk the P-funk.
Time to get funked up.
Don't make me have to funk you up, pretty boy.
Word.
Is that it?
I think that's it, man. Thanks for tuning in.